It's day 2 of Jan&Jonmas.
What's on the menu today?
We have track 2 from our album, which is called Carol of the Beasts. This is one that I actually found before I was a folkie. I used to play piano, and I had a friend called James, and at Christmas time we decided we would do a 12 Days of Christmas kind of thing, and between the two of us we'd take turns in posting in the lead up to Christmas every day a Christmas song. And that was when I first started becoming interested in kind of weird or unusual or unheard of Christmas songs, and I found a couple of odd ones for that project. But this one, I got it from Pete Seeger from an album called Traditional Christmas Carols.
Good album, yeah.
Very good album. So this is originally a French carol called Burgundian Carol. And I believe this particular song, I think it's someone that Pete Seeger actually knew that translated it.
Oh, cool.
But I did know it at one point, but I have not been able to find it since I forgot.
Nice. You bought this to me, and I think we just arranged it then and there, and arranged, and we did a little video of it as well. We were
On the
doing
same day.
videos at the time. On the same day, yeah, and it did get rather late. It was like, I think it was probably like we were there till the early hours of the morning.
Yeah.
And we were both leaving the next day to go home for Christmas. And it was a tough one to get done, but I feel like you were quite focused on like wanting to get it done.
Yeah, I think because you definitely wanted to go home.
I did at one point, yeah.
You looked so, there was one point I just remember you looking so miserable, and I was like, oh
yeah.
God. But we'd spent the whole day on it, and I just thought, I'm not spending a whole day on something for it to amount to nothing.
And we got it done, and it's still online somewhere. I think we've tried to take it off YouTube and all that kind of stuff now. I guess it's sort of 6-ish years on now, and we've recorded it properly.
The arrangement remains
it's
fairly the same.
Pretty much the same. Yeah, we just added on top of it really. And
there's a couple of bits that we changed. I think about 2 years ago we kind of went through it and changed a few bits
before a tour, didn't we?
Yeah, realised there was needed a bit of work.
Yeah.
But I love where it's at now, especially with what's happened on the album actually.
Yeah.
So, maybe we should listen to it.
Let's give it a listen. I'll just get the record player cranked up. Here we go.
I love that straight in with the brass, also arranged by John Bowden.
Yeah, it really elevates the track throughout.
And on that night it has been told, these humble beasts so rough and moved throughout the night of holy birth, drank no water, ate no food. How many oxen and donkeys now, dressed in ermine, silk and such? How many oxen and donkeys you know at such a time would do as much?
I love this.
Yeah, it's nice. We didn't want it to be a cozy song at all, and I think we've achieved that. Like it's not warm harmony at all. It's quite cold and churchy.
I think it's got big sort of Victorian Scrooge kind of A Christmas Carol feel to it.
Like when Marley and Marley pop up.
Yeah.
Before His grace and gently kissed His.
I think this is one of the ones where like the guitars drop down to C. It's quite low, and then the mandolin you can really hear it out the top as like this kind of real, like a completely different texture.
Donkeys, you know, at such a time.
There's like a lot of space between them. Are you thinking the same as me?
What are you thinking?
I'm just thinking about the sad. I think this bit sounds like sad mariachi. And
yeah, especially that little bit. Yeah.
How many oxen and donkeys now, if they were there when first
I like doing this bit live.
it's good fun.
It's kind of the one chance you have to belt.
at such a time would do the same at
Great chords from the brass here.
I think John Bowden understood the assignment on this one.
He got it, didn't he?
Yeah. He did such a nice job. Just those chords, the swells, everything. And backstage brass, who we got to record this. Lovely bunch, a 6-piece brass band. They just got it in one. This was the first one they worked on. And,
Was there not 5 of them?
It's 2 cornets.
2 tuba, 2 trombones and 1 tuba?
Oh yeah, there's 5. I've been telling everyone we got a 6-piece brass band.
No.
I think they really did. They understood what they were doing. I think they really.
They were quick.
Yeah, they just sat down with the music and just played it. And as soon as they started playing together, I just thought, this is it.
Yeah.
But I just think about like us in the studio. It would have taken us half a day to record this. And we know this track so well. We know we've toured it 3 times already, and arranged it 6 years ago. So like, we know it well. And then sitting down with the sheet music for the first time is a totally different thing.
I think they did it in like 2 or 3 takes, didn't they?
Yeah, totally.
They did. They recorded 5 songs on the album have brass on them, and they did it in a day, half a day.
Yeah,
half a day.
Yeah,
they got there at 5 o'clock, didn't they?
Yeah, it was an evening, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then we all went to the pub. It was
proper musicians.
It's really impressive to see, and it took us absolutely ages to get a good take.
Something I really love about this track is that it's a very Christian story, and we've made an effort on this album to have a few different perspectives, not just Christian winter stories. But what I love about this one in particular is that it leans into that really like spooky kind of supernatural side of Christmas that no one really thinks about. Like, I think if you grow up in Christianity, that we both did, it just becomes very normal, doesn't it? And like, I am not currently Christian. I don't believe you are either.
Yeah.
But we grew up going to church, and I grew up going to the Church of Scotland, so like nothing particularly extreme or anything. But everything feels very normal, and when you really think about it, it's a really kind of spooky little tale. Like in this particular one, all the animals, they get very restless, they stop eating, they bring gifts. Do they start talking? Or is that a different story?
I can't remember. There is Christmas stories of animals talking, and that a tradition that I want to call St. Tibb's Eve, but I don't know if that's another one. I think it is. But this idea that beasts and all the animals can talk on one night of the year.
Yeah, I just love that it brings out that kind of weird element from Christmas.
Yeah, it's a nice shift in focus as well, because there's so many songs like Away in a Manger where it's always the focus is on the family and that kind of, they're in a stable and that's about it. But I think this is a nice perspective on it.
Yeah.
And I enjoy that. We will have more traditional nativity scenes. I think we've got a couple of songs.
Yeah.
That'll be day 8. And day 5 as well. So look forward to that. Or you can skip them if you're not into the Chryso side of things. Well, that's all from us today then. We'll see you tomorrow
See you for day 3.
or whenever the next upload is. You'll know that a day has passed because we'll be wearing different jumpers.